All right, another movie watching season is upon us. Now remember, the spring season of movie viewing it usually lasts 2 months, sometimes 2 months, 10 days, as early as first day of spring, all the way to the end of May. And then before last June, I did the June season of movie watching. Remember, we had a lot of the themes with the graduation, end of school, beach, a little bit of camp type of stuff, beginning of summer type of theme. And we got through almost all of them. So we did a good job of getting through the must watches and a few other ones. Now, July is a season of its own. We're in it. And I didn't realize how deep this season of movie watching is. There is a lot here. There's a lot of must watches where to get to them. So we have, for the must watches, we have, this one has now become one that has to be watched right around July 3rd, which is when the events of this movie takes place. The Return of the Living Dead, 1985. I did a full review on it on this channel, so check it out. Tom Matthews, Clu Gulager, James Karen, Miguel Nunez, and other, Linnea Quigley. All right, and then we have Roller Coaster, 1977. George Segal, Timothy Bottas, Richard Widmark. The climaxes on July the 4th. Okay, so this one is always been a must watch in July. Okay, now notice I didn't write Sleepaway Camp 1983 because that's usually a June movie. Okay, so it should be in around June the 25th or so. It's the perfect time for watching that one. This year it moved into July, which is okay. All right, the next one on the must watches here, we have, so this is this season of July is the most Twilight Zone heavy must watches of all the times of the year. There's, outside of July, there's really not that much Rod Serling episodes that I have to watch at a certain time of year. For whatever reason, and we'll try to uncover that reason, July is the month that you see a lot of these watched every year. Okay? So first one is On Thursday We Leave for Home, 1963, James Whitmore, Tim O'Connor, James Whitmore of Them and Shawshank Redemption, and then Tim O'Connor, I think you know who he is, I forget what he's in. Paul Langton is in The Incredible Shrinking Man, 1957. 1963 is this one. This is one of the 50-minute ones. This is one of the long episodes, one of my favorite episodes. I'm going to talk about it maybe tomorrow. I don't want to spend a lot of time breaking this one down. Okay, but it is a must watch. Okay, they're on another planet and there's 2 suns. Okay, so it is really hot there. Let's look at the themes here. Heat for July. Heat, more beach stuff, midsummer feel. Okay, things that feel like it's like right in the kind of that middle of summer, that all-star game type of point. Okay, and then some more camp stuff can be involved with the themes. All right, so it's similar to June, but it's a little different. It's moving into some different territories. Especially this heat, humidity is another one I should have up here. Okay, this definitely captures that heat theme. Okay, The Midnight Sun, 1960, is always a must-watch, and it's usually picked on one of the hottest days I can possibly do it, kind of in the late afternoon. This is Lois Nettleton, guard Tom Reese. Okay, she's the older lady, but The Midnight Sun, 1960. If you haven't seen it, check it out. This will be, when I get to it, it will be the second viewing this year. Okay, so in January, when it was the coldest day of the year so far, I watched this also, because at the ending, the twist is it's things are getting freezing, okay, at the very end. But the majority of this movie, of this episode, takes place with the Earth out of its orbit from the sun, and it's going closer, and every day it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. There's no stopping it. You can feel it watching this movie. The cinematography, the way it's shot, the camera and the sun angle, really, you can feel the heat, especially, and it really helps to achieve that if you're watching this on a very, very hot day. So that's the best time to watch it. But it does work on a little smaller level if you also watch it on the coldest day of the year. Okay, just a little different effect, but if you do it, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so that's 2 Twilight Zones. Here's the third one, Nick of Time, 1960s. Another one of my favorite ones, and it really has to be July. Okay, William Shatner and Breslin is the fiance or the wife of him, and so again, this is like in a small town. It's got some good. I like the food thing in this. What they order, like the tomato sandwich on rye, I think it was, maybe BLT. I forget, it looks really good with the tea. I think there's maybe some little chips on the plate too, a little pickle with spear. So, but in the town, it looks like it's summer. It's like really hot, so it works. Okay, it's sunny. All right, third from the sun. Okay, so 1960. This is Fritz Weaver, I think, and then you've seen him before. And then Edward Andrews of The Seniors, 1978, and 16 Candles, the grandfather of Molly Ringwald, and 16 Candles, 1986. I think is that the year that film. Third from the Sun, another really good one with a really good twist, and it captures some that suburban life, and you have some good shots of the summer evening, like a family like like they're playing a card game or something, and Francis Weaver's wife comes in with cake and lemonade, and it's and the guy and Andrews like walks home on the hot summer evening, so it's very middle of summer feeling. All right, it's got the word sun in it, so that helps too. And then the last must-watch for July is 100 Yards Over the Rim, 1961. Cliff Robertson, okay, well, he's in a lot of things, but Class, 1983, Rob Lowe's Dead. And then Aston, so John Aston's really good in this, is one of the people traveling in the Midwest back in like the 1840s, I think it is, maybe 1850s. They're starting to get dehydrated. It's really, really hot. Again, you see the sweat on Cliff Robertson's face. It goes into it's a time travel. It goes into the future. And it goes to a little like cafe kind of place, gas station. It's really hot. Okay, real dry. The desert. Okay, so it works really, really well. These 5 are like must watches. They have to be all fit in. We've already got this one, so I'm gonna just go ahead and we'll do so that we can check these off because they've been done. Return of the Living Dead, Roller Coaster, and then tonight's feature presentation on Thursday we leave for home. So the 5 here are must watches. They're all Twilight Zone. They're all kind of like hot related. Okay, kind of like summer day, summer evening. Summer afternoon with Nick of Time. All right, so it really works really well. Some are focused. You see a lot of hot type of climates. Okay, more must watches. These really need to be fit in July. They really don't. I really don't want to carry them over to the next month. Okay, so as you can see, there's just a lot. Okay, I just want to make sure I got it. So 11 that are must watches. That's a lot. That's more than we had in June. Okay, That's like maybe twice as much we had in June. So you can't really space these out. You got to get them in, all right? Whitewater Summer, 1987. Sean Astin, no relation to John Astin. You know, Sean Astin, Rudy, and some other stuff. He's a pretty recognizable face. He's really the star of this movie. He's really the main guy. It's really centered kind of around him. Kevin Bacon, Matt Adler. I'll get to him when we get down here. So this is definitely a must-watch. Really got to get this one in July. It's got that summer and camp type of thing. Okay. Summer City, 1977, a little-known Australian low-budget film that I really just for some reason like a lot for that time of year. It's got a lot of heat in it. It's got a lot of beach. Got a lot of surfing. Got a lot of grainy footage. Got a lot of guys without their shirts and other stuff. A guy climbing up to a water tower at night with the girl. All right, so you got John Jarrett. There's this John Stockton clone. I need to do a review on this. Bisley, also Australian. Peter Avalon, Mel Gibson. Good movie. All right, and a bad band, a really bad band. It's sort of like thing they go to. The perfect. I mean, the title, guys. Come on. All right, Leech Woman, 1960. This one is I'll put a little. This is a must-watch, but this one can go into August, so it can go into early August. All right, so it's a 10 definite on the must-watches. Leech Woman, 1960, hilarious. This is an MST3K one. This is Grant Williams of The Doomsday Machine, 1972, and then The Incredible Shrinking Man, 1957. So Grant Williams is really good in this. Colleen Gray also, and a lot of funny stuff. A lot of like they go to Africa. There's a swamp. It's really hot. There's a lot of sweat. Okay, it works for this time of year. Bad Influence, 1990. Is definitely one I like to watch in late July. The first time I saw it was at the beach trip years and years and years ago. As a teenager and staying up to watch it. The reason I stayed up to watch it was because Lisa Zane thought they show something with her, but it was like on the USA Network. So which of course is like edited, so they're not going to show anything like that, fortunately. But Bad Influence, 1990, Rob Lowe, James Spader, Lisa Zane, I forget the name of the Spader's brother, but this guy's really good. He's a really good actor. Some faces in there that you've seen. Maybe I'll review this one as well, like Hendrickson or something. Okay, so those are must-watches. Other watches, all right, other ones that can be done if the time permitting for July, all right. 1984's Body Double, the great mystery, suspense, action, little comedy, excellent movie that's sadly not talked about as much as it should be when people talk about great 1980s movies. Because it's not really like an 80s type, classic 80s type of film. It's like better than that. Greg Wasson, Roller Coaster, and Deborah Shelton, lovely Deborah Shelton, also has Melanie Griffith in this one. And then another MST3K, The Dead Talk Back. So this is a must watch, but it is one that I put in other because it certainly can be in August, but if you feel like you have time, okay, that's good too. Oh, Body Double. I gotta scroll up here. Bad Influence is in like California, like Los Angeles area. You've got it's definitely summertime. There's a scene at the end where they run up a pier. Okay, they're close to a beach a lot. All right, so and I saw it at the beach, so it's kind of like that personal thing. Body Double. There's a chase on the beach. Okay, it's definitely got a summer feel. All right, this one, The Dead Talk Back. It's just got a lot of scenes where it looks like it's hot outside. That's really the only reason. It's really funny. This is another MST3K one. Farnese Donovan. It's 1957, but it was released in 1993. For some reason, this month they put 1993 as a release for it. I never do that because this is like it's black and white. It's this is when it was filmed, but it just didn't come out until 1993, and then Mike Tom Servo and Crow gave it a little boost in popularity. The Creeping Terror, another MST3K one, is just a maybe like July or August. So it's a pretty funny one, but Savage and O'Neill, 1964, The Creeping Terror. It's got some hot stuff going on, kind of like looks like it's kind of a hot time of year. But this is not a must watch by any means. It's just kind of an extra thing. Miniature is another must watch. I mean, not a must watch, but another Twilight Zone 50-minute one. It's a long one. It's Robert Duvall and Kelton. It looks like it might be during the summertime. This is not a must watch, but it's just kind of if you're in the mood, go for it. Another MST3K one. I mean, gosh, another Twilight Zone one. This is really good for the summer, and it has a real summer feels. The Lonely, 1959. Jack Warden, John Danner. I think John Danner was in Airplane. I think he was. Jack Warden, pretty well-known guy. I never call Free Jack this in my nicknames. The Lonely, 1959. He's like committed some crime. They put him on a planet. It's pretty hot, so it looks real dry and like sunny and desolate. So that's a good one. And then, all right. So here's the rest. We have even more here. The Alligator People, 1959. This is one of like in the absolute swamps of Louisiana. This is not MST3K, by the way, but it's a great sci-fi film. Beverly Garland. Bennett is the guy who plays the guy who's turned into an alligator, and you got Lon Chaney Jr., a real bad guy kind of role. It's another one that's not a must-watch, but it's just something if you. It's got some swamp stuff, like gators in the swamps. Really, really hot. Lon Chaney is complaining about it and stuff. So it's just a throw in. Good watch. Kind of a shorter, like 80-minute film. Summer Camp Nightmare, 1987. Chuck Connor. Tom Fridley. Who played Courtney, and Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, Part 6. He's the nephew of John Travolta. Dewey knows what I'm talking about. Court. Okay, so he's in it. This one I had listed on my others for June and never did it. It's just because it's a camp thing. It's a horror. I guess it's a horror, but it's more of a serious kind of murder type of thing. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's obviously it's got camp stuff and like summer camp. So, and then another summer camp one that I've really forgotten about, The Burning, 1981, airs in Backer. That's Brian Backer of Fast Times. We talked in Ridgemont High. We did that one in June. Okay, this one I've only seen one time, but I think it's got to be seen, if not in July, then in August. It's a camp movie, right? It's another summer camp thing, horror movie. And then Paul, 1979, just because I haven't seen it in 6 months, and that's too long. Okay, and it's got some summer type, it's got the boggy lake there with Marshall Thompson, Gloria DeHaven, Aldo Ray, of course. And then The North Shore, 1987. Okay, Matt Adler, who I mentioned, was in Whitewater Summer, and Nia Peoples is in this. A lot of you might remember Nia Peoples, but The North Shore, 1987. I think it takes place in Hawaii, where Ace lived, and it's got a lot of surfing. It's just got a lot of summer, and so it's a good. This one I've only seen once, but this is a solid, kind of underrated. It's more of a drama. So, and then I guess we can, when it comes to like surfing and stuff, we could add this one here is just another kind of throw in. remember if it's Dreaming or Dreaming. This is California Dreaming, 1979, I think. A lot of no-name actors in it. It's similar to this because it's a drama, and it's a lot of focus on like kind of surfing, and this young guy is kind of surfing, has a relationship with a girl, and then there's a burned out surfer involved there. So there you go, guys. That's another just kind of throw in. So we have like really 10, we got 3 down. So we really got 7 definites to go that we got to fit in the next 22 days. Okay, got to do it. And then would be nice to get this one in. And then the rest are just kind of there. But I'm going to start rolling through these. You're going to see these films in the feature presentation. There's no time to be, like screwing around with like little throwaway picks. July season of movies, a lot heavier than I thought it was, a lot deeper than I thought it was, and just as fun as I thought it was. It's always one of the best months for seasons for movie watching. That's it. Is August as good? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a whole whiteboard series on that. Have to kind of dive into it and see what's carried over, and then what are the ones that I haven't even mentioned yet at all that are always in August. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this one, and this is gonna be it. So, all right, guys. All-Star game coming up next week. Thanks for watching the July season of movies. See ya next time.